Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Well, aren't you going to show the viewers?
No, I'm not going to show the viewers.
Why not?
Because I don't want to show the zit that I have on my forehead.
Let's just take a look. Let me take a look.
Nah. Because we started putting the before.
How bad is it? Is it like third eye blind?
No, but it looks like I have a third eye.
If you went to
that might be blind.
If you went to India, would you blend in?
Maybe.
Yeah, it would. It's straight red dot.
I don't know. It's like it's getting there. It's getting there.
Is it poppable?
Nah, I tried. I don't think so. I think I just made it more angry.
Are we going to pop it this weekend in Florida? Maybe the humidity will bring it out.
No, I'll probably pop it tonight or tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to video it?
No.
Do you want to just show me real quick?
No.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Can you feel your heartbeat in it?
No. Not yet.
Okay, that's when you know it's ready to blow.
Yeah. No, this one it hurts a little bit, but I'm just keeping it under.
Wait, you don't. But you know what? You have always had pretty good skin.
I agree. I have had pretty good skin my entire
Where's
life.
the biggest that you've ever had?
Well, I have 2 scars under. That's why I have my goatee. I have 2
really
acne scars right here from they're like snake bite piercings. It's weird, but it's like 2 acne scars from 2 ginormous zits I had here when I was in high school.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's because it didn't happen to you.
That's
it's because it happened to me.
Well, I mean, I would remember.
No, you wouldn't.
Nah.
No, you wouldn't.
Nah.
You think you're going to remember one of the zits I had in high school?
0 of the zits.
Zero chance you remember something that small.
No, but big to you. I think the biggest zits I ever got were on my
back.
Yeah. I used to get them all the time on my legs.
I still get them on my legs.
Dude, I used to get those ingrown hairs. Like giant.
There's no way you had an ingrown hair that big.
Well, the red circle around it.
Was that big?
Dude.
How long did you let it sit for?
I mean, what do you mean sit for? You don't pop it and then put tight ass jeans back on.
No, but you take the ingrown hair out.
Like this? Like
yeah,
you're
with like
carrying a pail of water?
With tweezers, you rip it out.
I've never done that in my... You rip out the hair with tweezers?
That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to get rid of it. You're supposed to... What are you, an owl?
Who does that? Who does that?
You're supposed to get rid of the ingrown hair. You're supposed to pull it out so that your pore can breathe.
Your pore can breathe?
Your pore, yeah. Your pore can breathe because it's clogged. You have to take the ingrown hair out.
That is false and fake news.
I don't think it is.
You tweeze out.
I've taken every ingrown hair I've ever seen
first, and then you tweeze it out.
Yeah, every ingrown hair I've ever had, I've always pulled out.
You pop it.
Yep,
and then you yank it,
or I just yank it and then pop it.
I've never heard of that before in my life. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but then you're also the kind of guy who doesn't wash his ass. He just lets the water, just lets the soap stream down his legs.
Nah, it's not true. I wash my ass. I just don't wash my legs.
Okay,
I wash my ass.
Okay. You don't wash every part of your body. You just let the soap drip down.
I wash the important parts.
All of the parts are important parts.
I wash my I wash my ass. I wash the fermunda. I wash my nuts. I wash.
Isn't that the fermunda?
No. In between the ass and the nuts is the fermunda.
But if you're under your nuts, that's the nuts and the fermunda are kind of in the same area.
Kinda, but you can get under your nuts and not fermunda.
I mean, yeah, but you're pretty much fermunda.
Well, then we know what part of your body needs a little work. If you're not hitting the fermunda.
Oh,
anyway. So I this is the every shower. Booty hole
with your hand or with a loofah?
Washcloth.
Okay.
Hand. You think I'm fingering myself in the shower?
No, I didn't say you're sticking your finger in your ass to clean it. I asked if you're wiping. Are you wiping with your hand that's got a bunch of soap on it, or are you using something to wipe?
Dude, I don't. Do people use their hands to to clean their buttholes?
Yeah, they're not sticking their fingers in their asshole when they're cleaning it.
Now, I did know a friend in high school who he was like, I lost a bar of soap this morning. And I go, what?
What?
And he goes, I lost a bar of soap cleaning my butthole. It was small and it slipped into his butthole and he had to shoot it out. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Real thing. Real talk. Ask some bigger dudes. I'm sure that's happened to some bigger dudes before.
I'm not going to ask anybody that question.
He was a bigger dude.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You use your hand?
I didn't say I used my hand.
Okay.
I'm just saying some people do.
How do you know?
I'm not going to display that information to you right now currently.
Wow,
I'm definitely not going to display that information. I plead the fifth.
First of all, I don't think display the information is the proper use of the word display.
I'm not going to put the information out on display for you. Like, I'm not going to display the information for you. That's correct.
Display. Can you Google, Matt, to display? I don't think that's the correct. You're not going to share the information with me.
Display.
No.
Yeah.
Display and share are two different things.
Display would be like to lay out and to show you, like to put it on display. To share would also be to share the information.
You're using to display it, to put it out there, to display it. I don't think that's quite. I'm not going to display.
Correct.
Display. Make a prominent exhibition of something
where it can easily be seen.
Yeah, you're not I'm not seeing the information. You're sharing it.
Right.
But it's not like I see the words coming out of your mouth. You're not showing.
Similar. Show.
Yeah, but you're not showing me.
Similar. Show.
Yeah, but you're not showing me. You're not showing me a picture of somebody washing.
I'm not displaying it to you either.
I know you're not displaying it. That's what I'm saying.
Show.
You're not showing it either. You're not putting it on view, and you're not exhibiting it.
Right.
You're sharing it.
No, I think. By the way, it's not. This shouldn't be that deep. Why are you getting so angry about this? It's what I'm saying.
Will you get on screen, please?
I was on screen on the big one. Hey, from the guy who's smarter than both of us. Did I use that right, Matthew?
No,
Matt. Why aren't you ever on my team? God damn it!
Because he's on the right team.
No, he's not. He's on the old man team.
Yeah, dude. He's displaying his knowledge of words to you.
Yeah, and I will not display the information that I have to you.
Yeah, dude. Anyways,
display.
What?
Not display.
I don't know. Well, okay. This is what I wash every shower. Ready?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Sorry.
Underarms.
Okay.
Nuts.
Okay.
And caboodle.
Okay.
Butthole and
that's not caboodle?
No, my penile. My penile.
Your dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to accuse me if that's all I talk about.
Well, we're talking about what you clean in the shower. That's
caboodle
fine.
And the nuts.
Okay. By the way, nuts are with dick, so it doesn't matter.
Nuts are with dick?
Yeah,
they come as a team.
Yeah, they're kind of, a package deal.
Right, but you could just wash your nuts and not the...
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
And not the... Yeah, you could, of course.
Yeah, but if you're washing the rest of your body, the soap will trickle down. I mean, I guess not scrubbing it, sure, but like soap will hit it eventually.
But you just told me I was gross for not washing my legs, and now I'm okay for not washing my pad thai noodle?
What is up with your weird words for dick?
I just don't want to be the guy.
What's pad thai noodle? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not flat.
Yeah, it's not like a pad thai. It's like a rice noodle.
It's not like a flat rice noodle.
Yeah.
But underarms, the whole package there. Feet.
Wait. Okay, pause. Pause.
Yeah.
So you go to wash everything. Do you wash your back? No, because you have that gross thing on your back. So obviously you can't wash your back.
Well, I don't have it on my back anymore.
Well, because we took you to a doctor to get rid of it.
Yeah, what's your point?
My point is you don't wash your back.
You think the only reason I got that on my back is because I don't wash my back?
Probably there's a portion of it.
And I do wash my back when the soap comes off my hair over my back.
That's shampoo, not body wash.
What? Dude, it's soap. You could wash your whole body with shampoo.
They're made with different things.
Soap.
No.
Soap.
No.
Soap, dude.
No.
You don't think your skin gets clean when you put shampoo on it?
There's in the shampoo, there's stuff for your hair, not for your skin.
Are you saying you don't think when you put shampoo on your skin that it washes the dirt off?
It's not what it's made for.
That's not what I asked you. You think shampoo is like, well, it cleans hair and it gets it clean. But if there was dirt on my arm, the shampoo wouldn't clean it.
It's not this. It's not used for this. It's not a 2-in-1. It's not how that works. You don't use shampoo for body wash. It doesn't make shampoo and conditioner maybe in the 2-in-1 fine. But
dude, you can. It's soap. It lathers up. It's soap.
It makes you super dry.
Dude, I don't care if my back's a little dry. What are we talking about? It just cleans it.
So you're telling me you use shampoo to clean your body?
No.
Well, then what's the fucking argument here?
You're saying my back doesn't get clean if shampoo goes on it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying
doesn't.
I don't use shampoo to clean my body. I use a bar soap.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But
What
I
was the
can't reach my back
Why?
with the bar because I
You
don't.
don't have enough flexibility?
I mean, I have this kind of flexibility. What's up? That's flexibility.
So you don't have flexibility in your shoulders?
No, dude, to reach my back?
Oh. Well, then I guess that's a you problem.
Yeah. I don't know who else. The problem is.
Yeah. I don't know where else
Yeah.
to go with that one, in all honesty.
But so those are the part I wash.
Wait, no,
like
hold
if I have a heavy workout, I'll wash my chest but I do it slowly and I look in the mirror when I do it.
Wait, but are you telling me you wash every part of your body except your legs? You skip your legs and go to your feet?
No, sometimes I wash my legs, but not most of the time.
But most of the time, let me get this correct. Most of the time when you take a shower,
Yeah.
you wash your top half of your body, all the things you need to,
Yeah.
skip your legs and go to your feet.
Yeah, well, sometimes I skip the feet too, if I'm being honest.
But if you're going to do the feet, why not just do the legs on the way down?
What for?
You're already there.
Yeah, but
That's also why you get ingrown hairs on your legs, because you're not scrubbing your legs.
that is not why I get ingrown hair. You get ingrown hairs because your jeans are so tight. And that's because my thighs are so massive.
We both know that that's not true. Let's relax over here. You and I both know that we're not part of the big leg family.
You aren't. Speak for yourself.
You are not either.
I have some giant.
I fit in your pants with room. Relax.
What does that mean?
Like
You
I fit in
with
your
room.
pants, and there's room in your pants. Like
What?
they're baggy on
First
me.
of all, that means you have skinnier legs than me. Thank you. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
I
I
have
said.
skinnier legs.
I
But that-
appreciate you validating my point. I appreciate you putting my point on display. That was very nice of you.
I don't know if that worked out well for you either.
Which part,
The display. You didn't use it correctly.
Matt? Thank you.
Matt said he's staying out of it. He didn't validate that. That was bullshit.
Because I was right.
No, you weren't. He obviously knew you were right the first time and agreed with you. This time, he didn't know if you were right. That's why he didn't agree
He
with you.
just doesn't want to pile on.
No, he just doesn't want you to get a big ego.
It's too late for that.
By the way, have we done the intro yet?
No.
Oh.
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording for 13 minutes.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm Josh. What do we say? How do we start?
Welcome to another episode of Hey Man. I'm Jacob.
I'm Josh.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I guess we'll see how long that intro really is.
By the way, Jacob Wolf, last week we got out of Nashville before the tornadoes hit. We did go in the basement.
We did have to go into a tornado bunker. That was crazy.
This is so crazy. So I don't know what time it is. We had just shot the special.
Mhm.
We did 2 shows. And by the way, this special is a fucking banger.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It's a banger. And your song, dude, might be the biggest laugh of the night.
All right.
Dude, I cannot wait for everyone to see this special. And I'm so excited. I'm at a point in my life now where I truly don't give a fuck. And I'm just doing the things that I like. And I love doing the music. So what my goal is going to be is to put out hour of comedy, hour of music, hour of comedy, hour of music from here on out, just to alternate it. So I can do all the things that I love, man. You know, the days of like just being like, no, you got to just do stand-up comedy and that's what it is. I mean, Adam Ray is making a career on doing what he loves to do, which is characters and having fun with people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm on board for that shit. And the special was so fucking good. And so many thanks. First of all, Jeremiah Watkins and Avery Pearson, who produced it, and Jeremiah directed it, crushed it.
Yeah.
My new management, dude,
Insane.
so good. Caitlin and Grant.
Yep.
I'm blown away. This is blown away.
Me too.
How the level of amazing that they are. But the special, dude, and the guests, we had Trailer Trash Tammy, we had AJ Wilkerson. Dude, Hard Country, how good was that?
Super good.
The guys, the Spinal Tap country music band that I've been talking about, we finally put the songs on the special. They were gorgeous.
Yeah, they were really good.
They were so fucking good. So I cannot wait for you all to see this. By the way, if you haven't watched my last special, 4 Stories, yet, could you? It's such a fun special, man. And if you like storytelling, if you're listening to this, you like storytelling, man. Because this is what we do on here. And we are bumping up to 1 million. So if we can get you guys to watch it and leave a comment for the algo, it'll give it a little rejuve.
Why do you think that you're hip? Because you're just using abbreviations for words. Algorithm.
That's how it were.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that
didn't work.
No, because yeah,
actually,
but
was the furthest from it.
Dude, how crazy was it? It's 1 a.m. The sirens are going off.
Yeah.
Alarms in the hotel. Your mom and I are like, let's get downstairs. And you're like, I'm going to wait it out up here.
I was good. I was chilling in my hotel room.
Nah.
Well, before everything kicked off, I was watching just the craziest thunder and lightning from I was legit. I pulled up a chair. I was sitting at my window, just sitting there watching thunder and lightning for an hour before the sirens went off.
Yeah, yo, dude, it was intense.
It was awesome.
But the fact that you were just like, nah, I'm going to ride it out here on the 17th floor.
Well, it said it was going to be done at 3. We walked down at 3. We walked downstairs at 2:40. I was like, I'll just wait 20 more minutes. And mom would not let me. She kept knocking on my door. She was like, you're coming downstairs.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. And then we went downstairs. We stayed there for almost an hour and then went back upstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, I could have just gone to sleep.
It did. The next time the alarms went off, we were all like, nah.
I was good.
Yeah.
I was good. I was staying where I was.
Your mom and I too.
Yeah. It was easier.
But dude, great job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And by the way, I will say, I think, that fart is terrible. I think it's time for you to start putting out some comedy. So let's find a clip.
That's great. Say less. I love it. Let's do it. That Baltimore show.
But I was going to say, when we went to Stamford afterwards, which I loved that club, the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah, I really like the room. The room's cool.
Great. And thank you all for coming out. That was amazing. But again, I love celebrating with you on Saturday night after the show. It feels very celebratory without either one of us having to break our alcohol sobriety.
Right.
But to be able to crack open an ice cold Best Day brew it's so satisfying and refreshing. And like I said, man, it checks off all the boxes for me. I love drinking out of a can. I love hearing the sound. I love the taste of beer. I just don't want the alcohol. And I love sharing it. Like, I don't know why. I'd always wanted to kind of have a beer with my kids because it feels like, nostalgic and very America. And so I never really did. Trev doesn't drink. You and Kate, I don't drink with. And
I don't drink.
You don't drink. And so to be able to not only do it, but do it where we both love it. We both love this company. We love the quality of the product, how good it tastes. Guys, if you are into beer and like the taste of beer, this is awesome. Even if you are a person who is not sober, maybe you want a taste of beer without having alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
This is the spot. It's so good. Best Day Brew is so fucking good. I cannot wait for you guys to try it. Try it and leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. But what a cool company and a cool brand to be involved with. And I'm super excited. There aren't too many things that we talk about on here. Just the things that we believe in. And I truly do believe in this Best Day Brew. So yeah, that's it, man. I just want to say that
display.
I was right that entire intro about everything.
Not true.
Name one thing in the intro I wasn't right about.
The display thing.
Dude, I can't wait. Everybody listening, please. And by the way, in general, please.
Oh, and the ingrown hair thing.
If you're listening, please. If you can just leave a comment for the algo, it helps us out so much. But please leave one today about if Jacob used if he used display correctly.
Also, leave a comment if I'm correct about getting the ingrown hairs out of your leg. Because you were wrong about that also.
Nah, I've never heard of anyone doing that ever. Let me ask you this question.
Okay. Just because you haven't heard of someone doing it doesn't mean that it's wrong. What? That doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Have you ever gotten a splinter?
Yeah.
How do you get them out if they're deep in there?
Tweezers.
You know what my dad used to do?
Yeah, I think you told me.
And I wonder if anybody's parents did this. Because we used to go, we didn't have a whole lot of money, and we would go to this place, Kennybunk in Maine, and go deep, deep, deep into the woods. I think it was Kennybunk. And there was this like cabin, and in the 80s, it was, I can't imagine it was more than like $39 a week, some shit like that.
Okay.
And we used to all pile in, and, my dad would get us up at 4 a.m. and we'd go fishing, and we'd all talk about how fucking stupid it was to be up at 4 a.m.
I love fishing.
Yeah, not at 4 a.m. I didn't. But we all used to get these giant splinters from this wood floor. And my dad he would heat up a needle with fire.
Oh, really? I didn't know what else he heated up with. Fucking magic? Yeah. No shit, he heated it up with fire. What kind of fucking statement is that?
I don't know if maybe...
What are we in the Salem witch trials? Like, what the fuck do you mean?
What do you mean, the Salem witch trial?
Because he's a witch or a wizard. He can make fire.
Oh, got it.
God damn it.
Okay,
You're so old, you don't even get your own time frame references.
You think I was alive during the Salem witch trials?
Yeah, that was the joke. Thank you, old man. God damn.
Okay.
Yes.
And then he would
actually.
ice down my foot with ice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking shooting it out of his hands.
Is that what a warlock looks like, dude?
Yeah.
He jazz hands?
No, this is
That's a West Hollywood warlock.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes fucking. This is what Palpatine did with his electrocution.
The chocolate breakfast drink?
Palpatine? Emperor Palpatine? From Star Wars?
I've made that mistake before. I thought,
Do it.
That's Beavis or Butthead.
No! Help me! I'm making. Thank you!
Do that impersonation again. I'm going to close my eyes.
Do it.
I need TP for my bunghole. Yeah, it's the same thing, dude.
Cornelio.
Yeah, dude. It's the same exact. It's the same exact voice.
Do it.
So you're telling me that Ovaltine is Beavis?
Ovaltine? Fuck off. That's a type of cheese.
It's not cheese, dude. It's a breakfast drink.
Oh, wait.
Ovaltine?
There's a cheese that this like kind of like a.
Not called Ovaltine. Yeah, Google Ovaltine cheese.
I am going to Google it.
Yeah. Google Ovaltine cheese.
How do you spell Ovaltine?
Ovaltine. Yeah, dude. Your knowledge is on display right now.
Yeah, it's doing great. It's doing great.
Ovaltine. What is it?
Well, it shows how old you are because they discontinued it in 2002.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's was this like the chocolate milk brand?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. What's the cheese you're thinking?
I don't know.
Not Ovaltine.
Not Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Keep going.
Okay. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Take us because you said Emperor Ovaltine.
I never did that with you, right? Heated up a needle and dug it into your toe after I threw some ice on there.
No, I didn't get splinters very often. And also, they were never really in my feet. If anything, I got in my hands.
Yeah. It was frightening to see him heat the needle.
Yeah.
And then just like a little bit ice cube and be like, stay still. And you're like, can't we just try to do it just with tweezers?
Did it work though?
Yeah, dude. He would dig it into your foot and push it out.
Ow.
Definitely got it out of there. Yeah. I feel like tweezers might have been a smarter way to go.
Yeah. Seems like a little less medieval also.
Yeah.
Like, it's like when you cut somebody's tongue off and you have to have like a hot blade so they don't bleed out.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What's it called when you have to like, what's up? Cauterize. Thank you. You have to cauterize the wound. He did it. He dug it in.
Let me just clarify. Cauterizing a wound and cutting off someone's tongue, calling that a wound feels a little underwhelming.
Well, when you cut off the tongue, that's called a wound.
Yep. It feels like just a wound.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah. It feels like you're really not really giving it the oomph. Cutting off a tongue feels more than just
It's not really
If I
giving
said-
wound.
If I said to you, dude, this dude, I saw him, dude. He was wounded. Really, what happened? Yeah, he had his tongue tuck. Fuck.
You're doing great, crying again. Take 2 and action.
Dude, I think I just had a stroke.
You have one every
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
actually. You have one every episode, I think.
This has gotten off to such a weird start.
This is how the podcast used to go.
You know,
This is how we used to do it. We used to just start talking about whatever, and now we're on cauterizing wounds. It's a flesh wound.
do you know what's funny is that so every week Jacob watches the podcast and takes notes for what clips we should have.
Yeah. So if you don't like any of the clips, keep your mouth fucking shut.
But this week you said something to me, which I love, dude. You said, you know what? I said, what are you? We're fun.
We are fun. I was watching the podcast, and I know everything that happens during the podcast, but I'll watch it, and I'm still laughing out loud at some of the things that we do and say. And I was like, we're pretty fun to watch.
We are pretty fun.
Yeah, made me laugh.
Yeah. Well, listen, dude. Let's get into some things that we might want to talk about today.
You wanted to start, so.
Yes. I want to start with, I watched White Lotus, which you have not seen.
I haven't seen a single episode of it.
And by the way, everybody, anyone who's going to be like, enough for the spoilers. I'm not giving away the ending, but I am going to talk about something that happened on an episode probably 3 weeks or a month ago. So get fucked. Either stop listening, but I just, you know what I mean? And
Sure.
It's been online and okay. So in White Lotus, there's a scene like it's like a lot of very rich people on vacation. They're at a resort, and all that
Right.
shit, right? And it follows every season. It follows 4 or 5 groups of people. And one of the groups it follows is this rich Southern family.
Okay.
By the way, who's the bad guy kid in Harry Potter?
Malfoy?
Malfoy's dad's in it, and he shows his dick.
Okay, didn't know why that was necessary. Is that what you wanted to talk about?
No, but I think that's the first Harry Potter dick that we've seen.
Hey, go ahead and on record. Joshua started talking about dicks.
Damn it.
Completely unprovoked also. He was like, oh, let me just tell you about this dick that I saw in this TV show. That great dick. The best dick I've ever seen.
I will say
was Malfoy's father's penis. He has a wonderful penis.
I will say it actually is a pretty good dick. He's got a pretty thick
Whoa.
wand. He's got a thick wand.
Relax.
Yeah, dude, it was right on the screen. What am I going to do? Not look?
You didn't have to talk about it, but obviously you've been thinking about it for a little while.
I haven't been thinking about it.
Wait, what season was it on?
Season 3. Why? You going to dig in?
No, I want to know how long you've been thinking about his dick is what I was wondering.
No, dude, this was the season. So
recently thinking about his dick.
not thinking about it, but
You were just thinking about it because you brought it up.
yeah, but you can't stop talking about it.
I haven't seen it.
It doesn't matter. You're still talking about it.
I'm talking about the fact that you brought up how much you like his dick.
Well, if you stop talking about it, we won't talk about it anymore.
You're really deflecting.
Anyways, so he's the father of this family. And there's 2 boys and a girl in the family. And the 2 boys go out and they go on a yacht with these 2 girls and they go partying one night. And they take drugs for the first time. And I'm assuming it's like, they make it seem like it's ecstasy.
Okay.
The younger brother is having sex with a girl next to the older brother who's sleeping. And there's this flashback. And I'm up for art and whatever. And, I love this show. And I think Mike White has done something really cool with this show, man. It's really different.
His name is Mike White and the show's called White Lotus. Interesting.
Yeah, I had never even thought of that.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have flashbacks. While the younger brother's having sex with the girl and the older brother's laying there, he gives his brother a hand job. Okay. Here, yep.
Question.
Sure.
How does one do that?
Well, I don't know if you know how hand jobs work.
But if he's in side of a woman.
He's inside with his penis, not his hand.
Wait, maybe I read this wrong. So the guy who, or I heard this wrong. Maybe you explained it wrong. The guy who's having sex with the girl is giving his brother a hand job?
Yes.
I thought you said the brother who was in the other bed was giving the dude who's having sex. Okay.
Like
he was, yeah, like he's like
in through the butthole.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
In through the butthole. I've seen that movie.
Sorry, that's why I was confused. Now you can see why. Okay.
So this is all I have to say. And I briefly talked about this on my Instagram page, but what drugs has Mike White taken in his life where you get so fucked up? One, you forget that your brother gave you a hand job, and two, you could get hard. It's like the craziest scene. Dude, we've seen Star Wars, The Terminator. This is the most unbelievable scene on TV or movie I've ever seen in my life. It's your, and I had somebody online say to me, well, you've never been blackout drunk. Yeah, but when you're blackout drunk, you still recognize the people sitting in front of you. When you're blackout drunk, you don't walk up and punch a cop. You still, even though you're drunk, you recognize that there's a cop in front of you. You still recognize fucking family members. It's the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life. But
I mean, I've seen some people do some pretty ridiculous shit blackout.
Of course, dude. But it's not like you don't recognize people in the moment. You might not remember what you did and your inhibition's gone, but that doesn't mean you're giving your brother a fucking hand job.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
It is the most bananas scene. I like, it's the most bananas scene. And it's the first time this season in particular is the first time I was like, oh, a little of Mike White is coming out in these scripts. Like Mike, like this is all feels like a little Mike White, like where his fantasies lie. There's another scene in there with Sam Rockwell, who's in this season 2. And he has a speech where I'm like, oh, this is a dude who's letting his fantasies out in his scripts.
I still have so many questions.
Yeah, dude. So do I.
How did he give his brother a hand? Like, what position was he in?
He was on top of her.
Wait, and so his hand was out to the side like this?
Yeah.
That's fucking. And his brother was just standing at the foot of the bed?
No, his brother's laying down next to him. But this is the thing.
Oh, they're in the same bed?
Yeah, this is the thing. It was the great, like what drug what? It was, and the resolution of it, it's so fucking blew me away. And I know some people didn't watch the season because of this. They had heard about it. And I don't think that you should do that. I think it's there. I mean, you can pick whatever holes you want with whatever.
Pause.
Yeah, hilarious. But you can pick holes in whatever show you're watching. And this season had some holes for me too. But he's a great writer and great. He makes great TV. But like the resolution basically was the older brother was like, don't do that again. That's basically the resolution.
Yeah, I feel like the resolution would have been a fight.
A fucking straight up fight and something like it would have been maybe we would have fought for like 2 years. Every time we'd have seen each other, I might have just punched him in the face.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, but it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it seems kind of nuts. Like, I mean, look, I am definitely curious. Like, that's
about what?
I mean, about the rest of his writing and what the rest of the show looks like. I'm not curious about giving my brother a hand job. That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm saying, dude.
No, I'm definitely curious as to see what the rest of the show looks like. Like, that's
this is how you know he's got a lot of power over there at that network too, because
he's writing whatever he wants.
You were putting incest,
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
No, don't. Yeah. Game of Thrones was based on incest.
Yeah.
There was one whole family that, to keep pure blood, did nothing but incest.
Yeah.
And ruled the whole Westeros for 1,000 years.
Can I tell you what made that?
Or 300 years or whatever.
Can I tell you what? It's so crazy you put that out. Like, that didn't bump me in Game of Thrones at all because I was like, nah, they probably did that shit back then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
It didn't bump me at all.
Yeah.
This bumped me because it's supposed to be happening right now. And everyone was just like when they went to the network, they were like, great, this is great.
It's 2025. Put anything on TV now.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm amazed you haven't said anything about my t-shirt.
What does it say?
It says, see you later, assholes.
Hilarious.
It's just a little girl on her way to the airport.
That's what I feel like every weekend.
Yeah. This is my girlfriend's shirt.
Dude, by the way, dude, I did Haunted Homies last night with
Oh, yeah. You were in LA last night. How was that?
Holy shit. That show, if you guys have not seen it on YouTube, it's called Haunted Homies. And last night it was me, Elton, Caste, Amir K, Steph Tolev.
Oh, I love Steph.
And Jerry.
And Jerry. Yeah. Jerry messaged me. He's like, you going to be there? I was like, nah, we'll link up soon.
But yo, dude, this show is it's 90 minutes of straight improv.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I enjoy it so much. I think, and can I tell you another idea I had? And then we can get into your stuff. I think I'm going to start live streaming Thursday night shows.
Oh, interesting.
And just making them crowd work.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Sure. That
Matt?
sounds fun.
Matt, what do you think about that? I think that might be like, I also am thinking about doing this. By the way, well, my filter is gone.
Yeah, I know.
It's gone. It's gone online too. It's gone. I tell people all the time, hit that fucking unfollow button. You don't like it? Eat a dick. Somebody was like, oh, you're charging for meet and greets now? Is your ego that big? And I'm like, dude, I keep my ticket prices low so people can come to the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to do the meet and greet, don't be an asshole. Hit the unfollow.
Yeah.
I have zero. Well, here's what I'm thinking about doing for Thursday nights, especially seeing as how people are being hit a little hard money-wise. $20 ticket Thursday nights, live streaming the show.
Sure. No meet and greet.
Yeah, we would do a meet and greet, maybe. Yep, maybe. But like, what do you think about that?
Sounds great. It'll definitely be a different show.
Yeah.
No music either?
No, definitely music.
Oh.
But I'm going to do Thursday night would be dance off.
And improv a song.
And improv a song.
So the whole thing would just be crowd involved.
Yeah, it would just be, we wouldn't live stream your set.
Thanks.
Well,
no, I'm saying thanks.
Yeah,
yes, thank you. Yep.
We wouldn't live stream your set, but we would live stream the Q&A. I like bouncing my pecs.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt, why'd you switch away when I was bouncing my pecs? Is Jacob controlling it?
No, because no one cares.
Huh?
You heard what I said.
Nobody cares. Everyone cares. Zero people care. One person cares. That's you. Yep. But I think I'm doing that.
Okay, great.
I think I'm going to start this weekend.
Sick. Sounds good.
Although I don't have $20 tickets to offer, but
you do not have $20 tickets to offer. Not until I don't know when you can, because your tickets have all been on sale for a long time.
A Dr. Grin. I can do it. I'm bringing the Asian accent back.
What
everybody.
was that?
That was an Asian accent.
For what?
Oh, a Dr. Grin.
Dr. what?
Grin. That's the name of the club, Dr. Grin. Oh, Dr. Grin.
Oh, that's where we're performing this weekend.
Yeah. No. That's where we're performing in Michigan end of month. This weekend, we're at Dania Beach in Florida, the Fort Lauderdale Improv.
Okay.
Get your shit together.
I'm the one who needs to get my shit together, says the dude who's just randomly saying things in an Asian accent. And I have no idea what you're talking about. Why is that my problem?
It is.
What the fuck?
Dude, by the way,
you seem to be unhinged today.
I am a little bit.
Like, there are some days where the ADHD in both of us is very flaring. Yours is through the fucking roof today.
One more thing today before you get into what you want to get into. Monday night, the show at Kimball's. How quickly did you leave after my set started?
I stayed for about 25 minutes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In case you needed something.
But I really liked your set. I wanted to let you know.
My set sucked. I don't know what happened. Like,
no, but you handled it so well. Tell me what you think, and then let me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I had so much confidence going into the joke. I need to listen to it. I need to watch the set because I didn't record it. I need to watch the set, or like record it on my phone. I need to watch the set of how I set up that joke about my parents hitting a certain age. Because when I did it the very first night without any like, I think what it was is that when I did it the first time and I was like, yo, that shit slapped. And every time after that, I went up going, oh, I'm just going to talk about it just off the top of my head like I did the first time. And it's going to slap just as much as it did. And I'm realizing that that's not how this shit works.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time when you try a joke for the first time, it gets that big laugh right off the top because you don't know how to set it up. And the punchline is good and everything is good. And you think you can recreate that so easily by not, or I thought I could recreate it so easily by not listening to exactly how I did it and just thinking I did it the exact same way I did it the first time. Didn't work.
Dude, it is such a great lesson to learn doing stand-up that it is almost impossible to recreate moments.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I just, I'll have to listen to it again. But yeah, when I said it and played it off, I was like, that sounded way better in my head. And when I got towards the end of it, when I got to my 2 jokes that I knew were good, I was like, well, guys, I got about 12 more minutes up here. And so I know that sucks for everyone here, but let's all get through it together.
Dude, but that's what I'm saying. You handled this so well. It's okay to bomb. You're going to bomb. You've only been doing comedy a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
There are going to be some nights where you eat a dick.
I still finished well.
This is what I'm saying. You didn't lose your confidence.
How would I?
You didn't lose your confidence.
I was doing 20 minutes. Fucking 10 of it was shit I've never done before.
Dude,
and the other 10 I know's a hitter. So I was like, fuck it. Let's just see if this works. And I did 20 minutes, 10 bad, 10 good. Well, the bad, here's the thing. The bad wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't.
Like, I know my premise is good. I just, as I was talking about it, it's funny. As I was like doing it on stage, my brain was like, you can't recreate this moment. You got to go back and listen to it. About 30 seconds in, and I was like, fuck, you're right. And so I just went with it the best I could remember. And I still got a couple good laughs. The one where I'm reenacting you sending a 1-finger text message is funny. I'll just have to think about the right text.
Is it this finger? Go ahead.
I'll have to think about like the right text that I say that you sent that makes the whole room laugh.
Yeah.
But also when I'm like, hey man, fuck off. Like, and I do that whole thing. That's like, there are good laughs in that joke.
Yeah.
And I know there are. I just have to now work it out. It was good. I'm not mad at it.
Did you do any writing this week?
I love how you texted me that question. I didn't answer it. I answered it with something else.
Yes. Why didn't
you brought it up on the podcast?
Yeah, because you didn't answer me on the text.
Of course I didn't answer you on the text.
How come?
Because I didn't do any writing this week. Birthday was my girlfriend's birthday yesterday. It's our anniversary today. But we had some things to do today, like this week. There was plans. We had a lot of shit to do.
You couldn't take an hour to write? You guys were doing something every hour of the day?
Pretty much. Yeah, we were out driving. We were doing shit. Yeah. Dude, I had to spend the day with my girlfriend for her birthday.
Okay. That was one day. What about
Monday? We
Monday?
got back Sunday.
Today's Wednesday. You got Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, Monday. What did I do Monday?
Not right. I can tell you what you didn't do.
Well, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember what I did Monday.
Buddy. You have to write.
I am.
No, dude. You have to put time in outside of the stage. You work on stage. It is not enough. I'm just telling you as somebody who has done this for many years, dude. You have to put, here's the thing. You can't be, the only thing you can control is how much you work. And you're being outworked by people who aren't as good as you. This art form is a work and rep art form. You need reps. You need to put the work in. And like, you just have to.
I remember what I did Monday. It was actually a comedy important.
Okay, but the joke you're talking about, dude, if you had recorded the set, obviously you could listen to it.
Right.
But you remember what I told you should be doing with your voice memos?
Yeah.
Just talk. Just talk, dude. Even if you don't get any jokes, talk. It'll give you your point of view, at least, what you really think about something. But you can't the thing you can control is how hard you work. You gotta put boots on the ground, dude. You have to.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But here's, it drives me crazy.
Yeah, but I did do some work this week. I went and like scouted out a place.
Yes.
I went to Planet 13.
Yes,
I went and talked to the guys there and like to set up a show because they said they've had some shows come through. They had a new one that happened last week. It went one show and they canceled the entire thing. So,
dude, I think you're gonna crush them.
Well, I think I'm gonna crush it too. And they're like, we'd love to do twice a month. And I was like, let's start it once a month and let's plan this 2 months in advance. I was like, because there's no reason to rush it. Like, you guys aren't. I went in and I was like, look, you guys, I know you want to do stuff here. I love that you want to do stuff here. But there's no reason to rush doing shit here. I was like, you guys have a great space. You're not a comedy club.
Yeah.
But if we can bring a great show once a month to this place,
you know what I would do?
And pack it out and have, like, I'm going to see who's in town at Kimmel's and see who I can call and see who can come out or see if there's some friends in LA who are.
I would offer, and if you give it to him ahead of time, I would offer 30 minutes to Yola because he's not getting 30 minutes any other spot.
Trust me, I already told him. I was like, you guys know who this is? And the guy who I know, Trey, he was like, yeah. I go, dude, I bet you, guarantee you, I could get Yola to come down here and do. Well, we could figure something out.
Yeah, maybe.
But I also told him we could probably turn it into a weekend worth of shit.
This is the thing. Like, you would have to make it worth his while, and we'd have to figure out something else for him to do here and some stuff for him and Marty to shoot.
I agree.
But for him to be able to get 30 minutes of stage time is not something that's going to happen in other places.
100%.
So that would be awesome.
Trust me. Already a thought. I already had Yola. I already had Thomas in my mind. And there's probably a couple other people in LA I can chat to who wanted to come out, who have a good fan base, who might be able to get people to come and travel, or just people in Vegas that if they see their name, they want to come do. Like, I feel like I could. It's 80 people with the stage in there in that little room.
Yeah,
and I feel like we could pack 80 people in there. And they said an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. I get 5 people in there. If Yola does 30, I get 4 people in there, not including him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, but like, give me time. I was like, let's really space this out. Let's do it well, but let's turn it into something that's not just a comedy show. Like, we could do some giveaways. We can do some of this and some of that. Like, I was like, but give me some time. Let's come up with some things to do. But Sunday night, and they're like, Sunday night sounds great.
That's awesome. And it's crazy. We might have competing shows because I'm getting the High Live back up and running here.
But at Planet 13.
Not Planet 13.
Oh. Well, but
not on Sundays. It'd be on Tuesday.
Great. And mine's on Sunday, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
And that means I can still make the show on Monday. But,
yeah. But
I won't be able to make your show on Sunday if that's where we start going.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool. Like, I got something in the works now. I went in and my boy Trey hooked me up. They hooked me up with some KK, which I'm pretty excited
Shout
about.
out Trey.
Shout out Trey and shout out Planet 13, man. Bro really, really came through clutch for me and my girl. Hooked him on up with some stuff too as well, which I really appreciate.
Awesome.
But yeah, I got some cool coming up in the works. Gonna really work it out. And they also have a cool like spaces in there that we might be able to turn into like a little mini like podcast studio. Like, it's a little more intimate. We'd have to like close it off. It wouldn't be soundproof, but we could do like a podcast in there with people where we could smoke in the lounge. And I think there's a lot of things that this opens up a lot of door of opportunity for me in this industry, in 2 industries, in all honesty, in comedy and in cannabis.
I think it's awesome.
Which I think will be super dope.
I agree.
So I'm
no pun intended.
All puns.
Super dope.
So I think that'll be super cool. And I'm hoping to like, and obviously we talked about, and obviously I talked about it here and not wanting sobriety to be my persona, as you know, and I've talked about that. And also for those of you who listen, you might not know, because I'm not super like public about it online and I don't really, talk about my sobriety as much. I am clean off of alcohol and everything else that I need to be on, but I guess California sober is what we'll consider it. So I am back to smoking weed. I feel really good about, and have been for a little while. Still feel really good about it. It doesn't, give me some sort of cravings or this and that. And it's not a trigger for me, which I find is really, really good. And so for anybody saying, I thought you were this and that, well, I just want to readjust for everybody. California sober is what I am, and I am happy and content.
All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that.
I just never wanted to make sobriety my main thing, especially for someone who hasn't, because I respect that program so much.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
It's smart.
And so that's that.
What do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about how stupid Ja Morant is. Did you see any more of what he's been doing?
I know he did the gun
to the Warriors, right? So obviously Ja Morant has been has had.
Tell everybody listening who Ja Morant is.
Ja Morant is a professional basketball player. He plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was under scouted going to college, whatever. But as he came into the league, he started to get known for a lot of violent gestures. Like he was.
Dude, go straight. He
got banned last season.
There you go.
He got banned last season for brandishing a gun on Instagram Live twice. He was suspended something like 16 games for it. This season, he's been fined multiple times because he's been doing like a gun celebration at visiting benches. He's come out in an interview saying, I don't care. I don't care. Fine me, do whatever you want. I just don't care anymore. Like, here's my thing with him. He was raised in a 2-parent household. He went to private school. He had a private education.
Yeah.
His dad built a basketball court in their backyard so he could train him. His dad played ball with Ray Allen. His mom was a point guard as well. His dad and his mom used to host pickup games for the kids in the community for a safe haven.
So you're calling him a fake gangster.
This kid, and look, I am nowhere near a fucking gangster. I'm about as much of a gangster as Ja Morant is. Like, the kid did not grow up in the projects.
So
like,
what is your issue with him? That he is a fake gangster? Or that he's disrespectful and that he seems to be a very immature.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
My problem with it is that there are so many kids who work hard to make it out of the hood.
Yeah.
They work to make it out of that. They don't want to chase the gangs. They don't want to chase the guns and the violence that they grew up with in their neighborhood. They want to get them and their families up out of that.
Yeah.
Ja wants to be part of it so bad. I don't know why. Like he's like made it to the league, put me in the projects. It's like, no, dog, like, what are you doing? Like, you're in the league. You were never there. You were never in the projects, but great. You never have to go there. You can get your family up out of it. But like, why surround yourself?
It feels like maybe he thinks that people who have his upbringing don't get as much respect or are never seen as tough or anything like that. And he wants that type of respect, or he wants to be seen as tough.
But it's so dumb. You know what's tough? You're an NBA player. That's, in my book, that's tough as fuck. That's so tough.
I just think also, like, I'm with you on that. There's a level of immaturity. Like, just know you had issues with guns. So to make a gun gesture at a bench it's also a distraction for your team. It doesn't show he's supposed to be a leader. Like all these things are where if I was the team, I would have a problem with, like, look, dude, you're supposed to be our leader.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just don't get, like, why he wants to go to the hood so bad.
Well, I think for him, it's more how he thinks he's viewed because he didn't have a tough upbringing. Or
so
whatever.
Dumb.
Yeah,
I just think it's so dumb. I think it's so dumb. It also takes away from the people who did grow up in that kind of shit and worked hard to get out of that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think it takes away. I just think that he's showing a definite level of immaturity, and yeah, man. I mean, look, dude, it's like glorifying a lifestyle a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like I always say when people, heroin, it looks good for the first half of the movie.
Yeah, you do always say that.
You know, first half of the movie, I'm like, I'll try some heroin. Everybody's looking like they're having a good time. It's the last half of the movie.
The second half.
It's the same thing with the lifestyle. You know, it's all fun and games until somebody gets shot or gets put in jail or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm with you on that.
It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Sure, do it in your own private time. But to make, like...
I have more... Look, I don't have a problem with him pretending to be whoever the fuck he wants to be.
I just don't get why on the court.
I have more of a problem of him being immature and disrespectful and getting paid to be the leader of the team and a face of the league.
Right.
And not, you know, you don't get to be a face of the league, I guess, if you don't want to. But you do have, there is a certain responsibility that comes with his level of talent.
Yeah.
Which is leadership. And maybe it'll happen. I mean, I don't know how many years he's been in the league. 4 years?
Probably 4 or 5 years. Yeah, something like that.
Because he came in with Zion.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. I don't understand it.
Okay. Well,
it seems frustrating to me.
Did you, when you played sports, Was there ever like, I didn't ever put any kind of limits like that. Well, you were never doing gun salutes.
No, I wasn't sitting there people like making a shot and going like this. Like that's not, I would do
your basketball teams, Steven and Paige made all the shots.
Yeah. I had one nice crossover.
Shout out Stephen Rockland, Glenn Rockland.
And Paige Fesky. Fucking crazy. Though if like later on in life, like at pickup or like as I was a senior in high school, if I had a 3, I would do the Carmelo Anthony, or I'd do that, or I'd do the little put the 3 in the pocket like a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? But I never made gun gestures at people after I made shots. Like, dude, it's so fucking. It's just such a wild thing to think about because now I watch all these like AAU highlights of like the top athletes in high school who are coming into college and whatnot.
Yeah.
Every time they make a shot and they're pointing it at people, and I'm like, what's the point, dude?
Bro. Do you follow Jake the Juice on Instagram?
Who's Jake the Juice?
He plays horse with his dad. His dad fucking smokes him. The dad can't get more than half an inch off the ground vertical. He puts on it looks like his chunky New Balances. He's got a belly, but this dude is so nice with it. Dude.
Okay.
So nice. And Jake the Juice is like trick shot guy, and dad comes out and they're in the driveway and he
crushes him.
Oh, dude. And he takes him old school. He's like, you know who Adrian Dantley is? And Jake the Juice is like, nah. And he's like, he does this. Blink.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's right. And I'm sure when his dad was younger, he was nice. But because right now he's not moving too quickly.
He's old.
He's younger than me, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably younger than me.
I can't beat you in horse though either. So
can I tell you how the last time we played horse, everybody?
So mad.
I have not seen you this mad.
I hate losing, especially to you.
Oh, especially in basketball.
No, it's just losing to you.
How come losing to me? How come losing to me?
It's not basketball. It's just my entire life growing up. You never let me win, which is the way I like it. We like that. I don't let my girl, like if we do ever do something, I don't let her win. I don't let anybody win. I don't care if you're a child. I'm not letting you win. Mm-hmm. You got to learn, because when you lose, guess what you want to do? Win. You want to keep trying until you win.
Yeah.
And that's what you always try to instill in me. It's like, oh, you're not going to give up. You want this win, right? I'm not going to let you have it. Come get it. And I like that. I've always liked that. But it's always also been a tick for me.
Yeah.
It's because whenever I've grown into things, so now I can beat you in generally
what?
If we played a one-on-one basketball game.
That doesn't count. I'm past the age of one-on-one.
One-on-one for me is more important than horse.
Nah, it isn't.
For me, deeper down, it is. For me, losing in a game of horse is still frustrating.
You want the crown? Come take it.
You want a one-on-one game?
No, dude, I'm going to pull a muscle.
Exactly.
But I'll play in horse anytime.
We'll do horse. I have courts by my house. We can do that.
Yeah, but think of something else you think you can beat me in. Pool? Nah.
We got to get ready for the tournament.
Ping pong? Nah.
I can beat you in ping pong.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why you can't beat me in ping pong. As soon as if I said we're playing this, but this one's for real, you're gonna get you. Here's the thing.
I beat you in ping pong.
Yeah, not for real though. Not when the games matter.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, Devin?
What are you doing here,
Devin?
No, I've never beat you.
No,
yes.
Not in the games that count.
So all the games you lose don't count?
When
That's bullshit. No. That's bullshit.
Dude, that's bullshit. If I said let's play for something, let's play. If I said let's play and talk about whoever wins on the podcast, I would win that game. And let me tell you why. Because your mental is like where my mental was when I used to play my dad. His mental was free and clear. It was like breeze flowing through. Your mental is like, I have to win. You're so tense.
I just want to win. I don't have to win. I want to win.
One bad thing happens, I can see your mental. Look at that horse game when we played. I knew I just had to do one thing that fucked up your mental, and then I knew the rest of the game was gonna be mine.
Yeah.
And all I took, you know what it was? You hit a shot from deep.
I didn't think you were gonna hit.
And I didn't even line it up. I just stepped up and shot and just started to walk away, and it fucking doink. Now I think it banked in without me calling it, but that's fine.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, but that's what frustrated you so much.
Yeah, it did frustrate me.
And
absolutely.
As soon as that happened, your mental shit the bed. So all I know that you might get off to a great start. I just got to do one thing. And then you're going to fucking tense up.
I'll beat you in ping pong right now. Absolutely.
Let's play this weekend.
Where? I'll find a ping pong table.
I
Let's go.
bet you there's a ping pong play.
Stroke number 2.
I bet you there's a ping pong place in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, probably. You know how there's like pool houses, like a billiards house?
Yeah.
Why aren't there ping pong houses?
There are.
Are there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The Pong Shop.
Don't act like that's a thing. No fucking chance.
Ping Pong Palace.
That would be a good name for a place. I would go to the Ping Pong Palace.
Dude, when you walk
hey, bro,
in,
you want to go to the Pong Palace?
dude, when you walk in, just a gong sound. Gong.
No, instead of that, it just says Pong.
Hilarious. That's amazing. Ping Pong Palace.
Yeah, by the way, Ping Pong Palace is a great... I would go to the Ping Pong Palace.
Yeah, I would go Ping Pong and Ping Pong Palace.
Hey, man, you want to meet me at the Pong Palace? Sure, dude.
Ping Palace?
No, Pong Palace.
Pong Palace?
Pong Palace, walk in and hit the Pong Gong.
Triple P?
Pong
The
Gong.
Pong Gong? Dude, I bet you there's Ping Pong Palace. If you Googled right now, Ping Pong Palace, there...
How much do you like saying Ping Pong Palace?
A lot. But I would definitely go to Ping Pong Palace. And click, 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 click. I would absolutely crush you.
There is a place called Paddle Palace.
Nah, Ping Pong Palace.
No, Paddle Palace table tennis. And it's in Oregon.
You need a Ping Pong Palace.
Ping Pong Palace is so good. Like we should make a ping. We should. I feel like that should be our.
If we open a Ping Pong Palace, what's there? All ping pong, food,
Yep.
drink,
Arcade.
cornhole.
I feel like because you need some things to wait for the ping pong tables to open,
You also need some things maybe for people who don't play ping pong
like an arcade.
or like cornhole.
But not everybody plays cornhole either. Arcade's easier because it hits more demographics.
Okay. What's your mom going to do at Ping Pong Palace?
She's not playing cornhole or arcade.
She'd play cornhole.
No, she would.
She would 1000% play cornhole.
She would throw 2 bean bags and then be done.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Who's she playing with if you and I are playing ping pong?
Well, you and I would play cornhole with her.
But it's called Ping Pong Palace. We're there to play ping pong at the Palace of Ping Pong. And then hit the pong
Would we
gong.
play beer pong at Ping Pong Palace?
I mean, we probably like after like 6 p.m. we make it adults only. And then the people can come play beer pong while other people can play ping pong.
I like this.
I think we could do it. I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I like it. I like the business model.
Honestly, bro, what a night, like a ping pong night at Planet 13 where we can rent out and just have a bunch of people bring ping pong tables.
I think we should get Andre Agassi to be an investor in Ping Pong Palace.
Who's Andre Agassi?
What?
I know the name. I don't know his face.
What?
Who's Andre Agassi?
He's a tennis player.
Andre DeGrassi?
No, dude. Andre Agassi.
Asagi?
He married Steffi Graf.
Who the fuck is Steffi Graf? You just named another person who I have no idea who the fuck it is. Like I was going to know it. Like you were going to play an Eagle song and I was supposed to know it.
But Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf were both members of the Eagles.
No shit. So I don't know who either of them are.
No, dude. They were both Steffi Graf, pre-Serena, pre-Serena, the best women's tennis player of all time.
Wasn't Billie Jean King a tennis player also? I thought she the...
Yeah, you're skipping a couple generations.
Yeah, but wasn't she the one that, like, wasn't she like the one, right? Wasn't she the one early on?
I mean, probably the first major.
Yeah.
And then it probably went to Chris Everett and Martina Navratilova.
By the way, this is a crazy poll for Josh Wolf. It's just random female tennis players.
Not
from
random.
The 70s.
Not
this
random.
Is crazy. This is Josh Wolf's flavor of autism. Is just naming every female tennis player from the 70s until now.
Listen, dude. I'm not naming obscure people.
They're obscure to me, you old fuck. They're obscure as fuck to me,
It's
actually.
not like I'm naming Lindsay Davenport and Pam Shriver.
What?
Yeah, dude. I'm not doing that.
What was that Russian woman's name you just said? Martina Sharapova?
That's Maria Sharapova.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah.
What was the other
Martina Navratilova. Why is that so funny?
I don't know, because that's such a crazy last name. Like you can't remember your birthday some days, but you can remember Navratilova as her last name.
Why is that so crazy?
Yeah. Holy shit, that was funny. Oh,
Do you want me to name some more tennis players?
Honestly, yes, I do. I would very much like it.
What about Anna Kournikova?
Cornucopia?
Anna Kournikova, who's married to Julio Iglesias Jr.
Oh my God.
I can be your hero, baby.
Woo!
Okay.
That was so fucking funny.
So
Holy
Andre
shit.
Agassi is married to Steffi Graf.
Cool. We'd established that.
Andre Agassi could be he could help us get Ping Pong Palace off the ground. I know he's a big paddleball guy. Racquetball? Paddleball? What's it called?
Pickleball?
Pickleball. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, you can't remember pickleball, but you can remember whatever the fuck that woman's last name was. It's crazy. That is crazy to me that you can't remember pickleball, but you can remember the last name. I don't even know how to say it.
Navratilova. Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit. This is the best way to end the podcast ever.
Ping Pong Palace.
Oh, Navratilova.
If anybody, Navratilova. Yeah.
Woo!
Listen, everybody.
Navratilova and Cornucopia and the same.
Anna Kournikova.
Cornucopia is way funnier.
Woo!
Okay, continue. What's Andre Degrassi? What were we talking about?
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Well, as always, thank you for tuning in to this episode. This was a great way to end it. I had laughed so fucking hard. That was amazing. As always, thank you guys. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. By the time you hear this, we will be in Dania Beach, Florida. The week after, we are off. The week after that, we are in Grand Rapids, Michigan to end the month. So come see us. And then after that, starting off in May, we're going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio sometime in May. We're going to be in Saginaw, Michigan sometime.
May 2nd and 3rd, we're going to be in Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the week after that, we're in...
9th and 10th.
Yeah, we're in Cincinnati, right?
Yep.
The week after that, we're in Saginaw.
Saginaw!
And the week after that, is that?
I think that's all that's on your website right now.
When's Virginia?
Oh, Virginia, Richmond, and then Virginia Beach are the week after that.
Thank you.
But other than that, ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. That's all I know of for dates, because I don't know if we have anything for June right now.
Yeah, we do. It's just coming out.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok, Jake_Wolf on Instagram. That's all I got for you guys. And to end it, it was a very happy birthday to my lovely girlfriend Maaan yesterday, and a lovely happy 4-year anniversary to her as well today. And I love you guys all very much. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. Do something nice for someone today. Tell somebody you love them.
Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.